Hello, hi, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing alright. Due to shenanigans today, I'm starting really late, and this is probably going to be maybe 2 hours at the most. But I wanted to get a stream in this weekend, so, I mean, well, I guess technically it's not the weekend anymore for me, but I'm gonna try anyways, so that's fine. Anyways, like I said, hope everyone's had a great weekend. Hope everyone's had a good time. I've been alright for me. Finally made some more definitive progress on my studies. But I think we're fine. Yeah, I think I'm fine mentally. Yep. Because we can fly around now. Wonder what she has to say. Oh yeah, we can fly now. Oh, it loops, just like a good old classic RPG map. How wonderful. I wonder if there's any big secret on the very edge of the map. It would take someone very meticulous to find out. Okay, so if we can't land, we can't land. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, like I said, hope everyone's had a good weekend. It's been alright for me. Like I said, I finally made some more tangible progress in my studies. By that I mean I finally completed another swords course in the whole Cisco course track thing for... Oh, that's something. Oh, interesting. I wonder... Okay, because we are no longer in Gensokyo, we can't fly. Okay. It was worth trying. But yeah. I've been feeling kind of annoyed at how long I had been taking on this particular course, because I've pretty much zoomed through the first one, at least it felt like it. But this second one took quite a bit of time. Oh, is that a satellite? Oh shit. Oh. Some kind of space station. Then there's this. Yokai Tanuki Forest. Yeah. Also, everything kind of have this evening tint, I'm noticing. Hope that's not, like, actually ominous. But yeah, I just kind of trying to make a mental map, a mental note of all of the newly available locations. Is part of the big thing is like it was like part of the thing that made this whole one specifically take so long was it really, how to put it, just really took, well, how to put it, why did it take so long? It was going really in depth on a lot of technical aspects of networking, like what, like the like how, what goes into packets, frames, and all that, specifically how effectively, you know, the way data is packaged when it's transmitted over networks. And I wanted to make sure I had solid notes on it, so I was taking notes like constantly. And it's one of those things I'm not really too confident on, is my ability to take notes. I'm not actually that confident in them. I just generally write down sentences that I find interesting. Okay. I'm not really particularly great at taking notes. So, yeah. I mean, it works. I also like to try to take these notes, and I want to put them on some flashcards for myself. That's like my big plan, but yeah. We'll see how that ends up going. Okay, so that is like an actual thing too. So it feels like in general we have like 5 things. We have 5 places we can go. Those are sunflowers then, okay. Yeah. And I feel like at this point it's pretty safe to say there's not anything else for me to land at and go run around. There's like that one cave I haven't entered yet that I think is kind of unique that I'll poke my head into, but yeah. I think at this point we've pretty thoroughly... Like, I think this is just part of like some of the... Yeah. That's just a component of one of the other dungeons we've had to navigate through. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I also don't think the rest of these courses for it'll take me that long, thankfully. The rest are like, their own clocked-in time is like nowhere near as long, and they're like way shorter in what they cover, so we'll see how that all that goes. I mean, I'm hoping I get through the stuff. The big thing, probably the biggest roadblock that I need to do is I need to actually sit down, re-go through my notes, actually study my notes, which is something I know I've also just in general had trouble doing. That's what, like, the biggest problem I have with notes is I'll write them down, but like actually consulting my own notes is something I have difficulty just sitting down and doing. Oh no, this was an actual like cave area then? Oh, that was like the actual entrance. Okay, so I was wrong. So we have like 4 areas. I thought it was like brand new right there. Oh, joke's on me. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I realized I just never checked if I could actually go down those waterfall things, so... I guess if there's any place to start... Let's try with this Garden of the Sun. An anomaly found. Let's see, anything interesting in their shop? Not particularly. Or I did say I was going to start buying sleeper alarms. I did say I was going to start buying those. Oh? Better Fusion 2. Sick. Here's command. For this turn, ignore all of enemies' resistances. Also good. It's fine. There. Oh, new music. We'll try. Successful. Convert to party member. Awesome. Worked out. Okay, not bad. Okay, what's up with Yuka? Level 55. Azani Soul. Okay, interesting. We can give someone that. Bloody Roots. Moderate Pierce attack to one enemy. Minimize evasion. Sick. And pretty good stats too, honestly. Honestly, kind of fine without having the electric one, honestly, so... I mean, what's that for? Okay. I'm glad we found them now. Also, everyone here is like weak to fire, so hell yeah. I mean, you know, not to sound like a, you know, pyromaniac, but sure, yeah, let's burn it all over the ground. Oh. Oh. Rude. Rude, but honestly kind of funny. Wasn't expecting this. Okay, let's see. Like, it's one of those things I am I mean, heck, I wouldn't be surprised if I only really managed to get this dungeon done, if anything. I mean, we'll see, but what I fully expect is I might only be able to get this dungeon done. Oh. I mean, we could try it. Oh well. Sure. Awesome. No wait, I was just dumping everything into magic, wasn't I? Because why the hell not? Intercurrent status with stuff, like why the hell not? I'm also still just rather nervous about how everything is with life right now still too, but trying to avoid spending cash right this second if I can. So, sure. Okay. All right, 2 week. Two week. Social distortion. Not bad. I kind of don't like the whole... I honestly don't like skills that burn through my SP, though. That much. Flattening of emotions. That actually is really good, but... Ooh. Some good stuff. I wonder if anyone has anything that I really prefer affinity-wise right now. Probably not. Like I said, this is a really strong affinity I have. Just straight up, resisting. Yeah. I mean, having weakness is bad, but having, like, resisting half of the stuff in the game is good. Hard to argue with that, What's my current? I'd like to make room. Let's see. Is there anyone I can just ditch? I could ditch Kanako. We could ditch Xion. And we can ditch Wriggle, honestly. Yes, we're just gonna delete. They really wouldn't give us a lot of experience at this point anyway with sacrifice, so. Also, I should save. Of course, there's, I guess, one problem with not upping my intelligence at all anymore. It's that it's getting a bit more difficult to, you know, negotiate. Oh, interesting. Of course. Sure, this would work. Huh. That makes it sound like it's a bad thing we're letting them do this. It sounds like it's bad. What do I know? Rip. Awesome, they're all present in the database. Although it'd be sick if we could, you know, roll the dice and win. Nope. Sure. Getting a life chunk's good. Sure. Ooh. I'll say at this point we have so many soul stones, I kind of don't care using them. An ambush. That's fine. Oh, I can see why they'd give me some handheld batteries this section. After that first little bit, I was expecting maybe it'd be like big on just leading me around and stuff, but instead it's like, Life Gem bundle. Oh, that's good. Just really noticeable because, yeah, going through hell really sucked because of the whole energy drain, so having this be another, like, yeah. Of course, part of it might just be that I stumbled into what was a mob, was basically, you know, the neck, you know, yeah. Sure. Handheld batteries. Ooh. Okay, so what's this take us to? Oh, there's a second level to this place. Okay. These dungeons are definitely getting a lot more serious in terms of what all they want me to do to go through them. Which isn't bad. It's not a bad thing, mind you. Yeah, it's worth trying. Okay, now that we're like 70 magic, sure. Start putting a little bit more points back into intelligence. Maybe I'll put some into luck. Maybe, yeah, luck also works, doesn't it? I think so. The amount of like magic attack that Sumireko currently has versus others is quite noticeable. So it's safe to say we found the northern extreme. We found those extremes in each of the cardinal directions. I think that's pretty safe to say. As always, they're like making as much use as they can out of the entire map. I do enjoy that Sumireko feels like she's doing competitive damage to the next tier up of magic spells. Like, I wouldn't say she's doing, like, you know, exactly the damage for that, you know, but she's definitely, like, she's not that far off, which to me is impressive. Yeah. Okay, so we're all the way over here. Definitely at least filling out the map, which is kind of what my main goal is here, and that's the thing I'm trying to do for the most part. Still funny how this place is like 2 floors. Not gonna question it, just find it funny. I just want to start using the sleeper alarms. Might as well use it. Might as well. Besides, when we go up to the next floor, we're gonna need to restock on batteries for sure. We might have to restock on batteries before we finish with this floor. We might. Yeah. Here, let's get ourselves healed up and recharge our batteries. There's just not a lot to say about this place other than it's huge, but that's kind of how it feels like dungeons just are at this point. We gotta, which, you know, it's kind of like how dungeons progress. If, if there's anything I should probably be doing, there's like anything I should be doing in a kind of like big serious manner, it's probably, I mean, in terms of, I should probably be shaking enemies down for money. I imagine at this point it both very easily beats out anything I'd get item wise, but also you never know when an enemy's gonna have like a cool item, so. But let's see. How would I proceed to... I don't want to blow them up too much, so... Like this? Maybe? This might not work out. This might not work out well. Okay, good. Because one thing is we're very much at a point where it's like, it's safe to say it feels like we're expected to be carrying handheld batteries, at least for dungeons like this. And you know what? They're available, so yeah, it's a fair thing for them to do. Let's see what we do. It is interesting to be trying to like run in a way of, okay, I don't want to like instantly crush the entire encounter. Of course, then it fails anyway. Magic and agility lock, sure. Ooh, good. Convert to money. Okay, and the holes I have. Also, let's use a sleeper alarm. And I know that just outright filling out maps probably isn't the most beneficial thing, since all I really get out of it is cash. Oh, I guess we also found this. No, it should work, actually. Yeah, should work pretty well. Uh-oh, that one's actually not bad. That one's actually not good. Sleep on Costin's gonna really mess this up a bit, but it'll work out still. In fact, we can probably just auto at this point. Okay, butterfly wings. What do those do for us? Improves evasion. I assume that's armor. Idle armor, though, gives us, yeah, like 5 extra vitality. I'd rather just have that than... I mean, I guess it's a question of how much does it improve evasion. Okay. That's the money. 3,000 cash for a full discovery is pretty good. Not a... remember, Arcadia, if you're not exact, you want to leave one of them alive if you can. So... Sure? Let's see how this goes. To money. Ooh, this floor is... Oh, this floor is definitely... That's spicy. Sure. 2 hit lightnings. They should avoid wiping everything, I think. That gets us back, but doing this exploring has completely utterly burned out my battery a bit. One of those things where I will always admit, you know, it's definitely rude. Sure, let's see. More money. Guess that served as a fun little top-up to this. Okay. You know, let's use a booster quick. Closed off the passage behind me. That is like a... Okay, fair to them. That's pretty funny, actually, thinking on it. At least, I mean, I guess in one way it's probably safe to say we're at the... It is probably very safe to say that we're at the western end of the map. That's probably pretty safe to say, at least. Hijack. Did I convert this one to an item yet? Not yet. The Hidulio Stone. That's actually pretty good to get, so don't mind that. Oh. Feels like this is the northern boundary of the map too, so... That's good for me. Ooh, presence of a strong foe. Yeah, I don't think we have the resources to fully explore the map as is right now, though. Let's see. Anyone we have who's I haven't really been using who's can probably okay. I'll toss an Eternity Larva then be able to like toss some healing spells around as we get into this fight. Let's go. Are you the strongest here? Sure, that works. Okay. Sure. Oh yeah, I'm not happy at all with the stuff we're doing. That's fine. Well, it's a good thing I'm not counting on being able to evade. Otherwise, that would be really bad for me. Oh, I'm in danger. For the sake of my own ability, my own survival, we'll do that. At this point, though, we are pretty ridiculous power-wise. And this is just... Especially as long as an enemy is, like... As long as, like, an enemy is weak to an element, I can absolutely just wreck them. I'll give them this. This boss is holding on for a very long time, considering the amount of damage I've put out. No. If anything, Eternity Larva should defend. Don't go... Ah. Damn. It was doing really well, and then I guess that is a good point. If the boss is doing something like that, it is best for Sumireko to just defend. Honestly, though, also just makes me think of makes me think. Makes me think just how it might just in general be a good idea to just maybe Sumireka with focus isn't a great thing, since if bosses do stuff like that, I need to be able to put Sumireka on the defensive because no, they're just gonna be able to take her down from full. Alright. Party. Head in Shimada. The fastest route up there that has me go through. I don't think there's like much I can do to save on battery going up. But I think maybe this route has me go through less yellow rooms. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Or, this path doesn't actually take me around there. Never mind. It's fine, we'll be fine. Just trying to think though. No. Maybe. Maybe that's less yellow rooms they go over here. Go. This should work. I do a couple fights, and I can just use another sleeper alarm, so it kind of works out, practically speaking. I guess one thing I haven't really talked about is the new episode, back on Friday, the new episode for Hunter the Parenting dropped, and that was amazing. It's pretty much as, I saw some people figure, and in the end, it really did, like, feel highlighting throughout the entire thing, where even the characters, some of the characters themselves kept going, there's gotta be something we're missing. And they were right, and the payoff was fantastic. We had the whole thing where it's like, yep, there's 2 things in the chapter house. Although the one thing that got revealed absolutely probably feels like it took a lot of air out of the room in terms of... I mean, I doubt anyone's thinking about the potential ghoul at this point. Which, I mean, fair with what just happened, but it's gonna be one of those things. It's gonna be fun to see how everything comes together. Because people have been trying to puzzle out who the ghoul is with what we've learned in the recent episode. A lot of it is pretty much exactly as we still kind of... a lot of where people's heads were already kind of at. I'm suspicious of a couple of other things, though, that have kind of got highlighted a bit, but in the end, there's definitely some evidence of stuff going on that's a bit hard to argue against. I should put the point in vitality. Specifically, like, some of the stuff that's hard to argue against is some parts of Grimeline's actions definitely do seem like they'd fit right in with being a ghoul. There's like one thing that's kind of like perked up my ears as well in terms of this whole ghoul thing, and that's Giles. Like, part of me's like, no, he can't be the ghoul, but something about his smokes just is... I don't know, I'm feeling a bit suspicious of the damn things. I mean, I feel like in the end I'm being a bit too suspicious, since I really do feel like half of the joke of, there being a character named Occam involved in all this, that everything really kind of is the simple answer if you sit back and think about it. Like, when it came down to, well, I mean, why is stuff so incongruous in terms of, in terms of this whole ghoul thing? Why is things not adding up? Because there wasn't, just a ghoul. There wasn't a ghoul that they were looking at in terms of... There were 2 different things. It was the simplest solution. Part of the thing right now is it's a question of what is the simpler solution? That it is Grimeline? Or that it's the guy whose smokes have been like the centerpiece of a lot of what's been going on. I'm not 100% set on anything, and even I'm like hesitant to say these suspicions I have are kind of, anything more than just, me being paranoid. Because it just feels like it's just me being paranoid, so it's like, Okay. Because it's like, yeah. Well, the other thing that's been on my mind is there's this in one of the recent audio logs, the one where they were like kind of like went into detail about ghouls and stuff that ways that how ghouls are like. D brought up the subject of things called drafts, which I guess are like, drafts that are just like, I guess, some kind of means ghoul can do stuff with more ability for their master. I keep thinking about how the smokes kind of play into stuff. It's like, for as much as Grimoline was, it's like, for as much as, yeah. Ugh. Bots. Ugh. But yeah, it's like, for as much as Gremlin is like, I don't know how to put it. For as much as she is suspicious in a number of ways, just there's something I find odd about how, I mean, it's one of those things where she could be lying, but she honestly did sound like her memories of everything of all that stuff was extremely hazy. I mean, I get it, drugs, but I mean, the vibe I get from Gremlin is someone who probably isn't gonna get their ass knocked out by just, you know, yeah, it's some kind of weird incongruence thing where it's like, I mean, sure, I could maybe buy, you know, oh yeah, cigarettes really hit her hard, man. And it's all just an act, but I just also like find it weird, like, but these cigarettes are from the guy who we know has some degree of connection with the Regent. It's one of those things that where I'm not entirely, I don't really want to say that he's a ghoul, but it's like, because he doesn't sound like he's been around long enough for that to be a case, considering this was information that it's just one of those things. It's hard to really get a good grasp on this stuff right this second, so it's like not really sure which direction to take things. And there's also a degree of Elise being suspicious in of herself, but I don't get the vibes that Elise is the culprit here. Those aren't the vibes I'm getting from Elise, so it's like, like, there's some degree of suspicion with her stuff, though, and that is undeniable. I'm sure a lot of Elise fans were panicking at certain points, because it's like, things are definitely looking, she definitely has some degree of suspicion, like, aimed at her for good reason. It's hard to say where things are gonna go in regards to that plot point. It does feel like Occam's Razor, Elise is probably the ghoul. I know some of the evidence people are pointing at in terms of the episode itself don't really hold up. Like, some people are pointing at her overcoming delirium like that, and it's like, she didn't overcome shit. Elise didn't overcome delirium at all. She just had the opposite reaction of, you know, debilitating panic. She just, when it came to fight or flight, her instincts kicked in to fight to her dismay. So that I don't really think is any kind of proof or if anything, there's like something else of her clawing, actually like leaving marks on the bathroom tile walls of that. Yeah, that one does feel like some kind of evidence that's hard to refute. And there is also a huge degree of her own kind of like issue with the Arcanum that would make it sound like it'd be real easy for her to be a mole. Makes it sound like she'd be like the easiest piss to turn if you were trying to make a mole out of someone, so... And I think one thing is absolutely irrefutable, and that is that Elise is the one who strangled Occam. I do feel like that bit is irrefutable. I feel like that tidbit is 100% irrefutable, that it's like everyone involved has to, even I have to acknowledge, Elise is the one who strangled Occam. But because we have the possibility of dominate shenanigans in play, that does not necessarily mean that Elise is the ghoul. That's like the big problem we're running at, is that, is that for what all we're looking at, it's like it's not... It's one of those things. It's, like I said, there's a lot of stuff. And, so I'm trying to put some things into focus, and it's like... I just feel like there's a lot of things that people are going to miss some crucial possible evidence just for the sake of, you know... Going, well, yeah, clearly it's Elise, and it's like, not necessarily yet. So yeah, it seems like the magic number for them to fire stuff off is to just, okay. Okay, let's see. Anyone else we have with heal? Satana, someone else who's also weak to fire. Yay. Other options are all way too low level for me to consider. Sure. Does she just really not like me firing off 3? She must not like me having 2 debuffs up at all. Interesting. Yeah, I think she's also getting like... defend on Sumireko, because if she gets, you know, walloped, that's not good. Sure. And don't see me Recto just in case. What is? Oh, hey, thanks for the raid, Harkin. How you doing? That work? Did that not burn? Okay, good. That just took a while to go through. Okay. Yep, thanks for the raid. How you doing? Hope your stream went well. What am I doing? I want to do this. Sorry for being a bit preoccupied. Just trying to there we go. Boss was just giving me some degree of trouble, so okay. But yeah. Okay, but playing Mario Luigi. Oh, nice. Which? Right, you've been working through the first one, right? The Mario Luigi Superstar Saga, the Bean one. Let's see. And hello to everyone who came in from the raid. I am Brad Bluefire. I like playing RPGs. I generally just play what interests me, but I usually do RPGs. There's a lot of Touhou RPGs. I'm not that much of an expert in Touhou, but it's a series where there's like all sorts of band games and different game styles. Like, as Dark Red Death pointed out, this one's basically SMT. There's one that I saw that was basically Touhou, but they made it Live-A-Live. If anyone here's seen Live-A-Live, there's like Touhou's in the vein of Saga games. There's also just Touhou's that are just more RPG. There's a whole lot. There's even like some that I think more straight up dungeon crawlers without the SMT style too. I think I've seen. Like, I have like no real experience with Touhou myself, but I've had in the periphery seeing people play a lot of the stuff. Okay, balance mod. Nice. Pretty much the same with me with that. Only Deuce. Pretty much the same. I don't... Yeah. I gotta ask... Well, I mean, I guess... Yeah. And honestly, not surprised to hear about the balance mod. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff, like, with the Superstar Saga, if I remember right, that's... You can... There's a lot of stuff that'd be nice to tweak, because it's like, what, it's got badges too... Yeah. Sorry, my brain's currently just trying to process all this, and I need to just... First things first, I have to get yourself out of here, and we can work from there. Okay. Okay, but yeah, difficulty mod does sound like a nice thing, like... Although I guess I do hope it doesn't do too much to the final boss, because I remember that one just being a pain in general, but there's definitely probably a lot of tweaking that can be done on the road to the final boss to help make everything more difficult. I just say that because I know the final boss doesn't really need, but then again, I don't think you could tweak the final boss difficulty that much considering why it is difficult in the first place. But yeah. And also in general, I do feel like this is a pretty nice, like, SMT-like game. In terms of just managing base sleepers, demons, toes. It is nice because also it takes in the whole style of, like, later SMT games where you can... Oh yeah, you... Alright, well, thanks for coming in from the raid, and yeah, take care. Yeah, take care, Puniduce. Okay. Let's see. What am I trying to process? Because I just got through that. The way this game's been structured is... Right. Let's see. Trying to think what all I can... No. There isn't too much I can do right now other than just... I've got 2 other locations I can go poke into. I'm definitely not gonna get through another one, but I can probably get started on one. Alright, I should also save... I guess to kind of explain the whole basic premise here is it's some kid who can, while they sleep, project themselves into Gensokyo with some kind of like doppelganger type technique thing because they're psychic, they're an Esper. I guess this is also the fusion system. Very, like, Cathedral of Shadow-esque in a way. They have the very super great late SMT tech of you can just do a Shadow Compendium fusion, which is real great and handy. Oh, there's someone I never fused. I think I might have just completely... Not really in a mood to be fiddling with fusion a whole bunch right this second. And honestly, I have a really good party set up right now. But seeing that character having a name affiliated here... No. And this is a person who can actually let you reset your stats, which is definitely nice and handy. it's a nice little bit of quality of life, because with SMT games, it's always the thing of, you know, you distribute your own stat points, and sometimes you might not be too happy. Just a second. Sorry about that. Okay, so my brain's going this too, but there's 3 more places I can poke around. There's this forest, there's this crashed space station satellite deal, and there's a floating castle. I guess something that'd at least be interesting to show off a bit would be the satellite. That got a kind of cool aesthetic. Also, it's got a gimmick of locked doors. I wonder if that's because there's no power. Oh. Oh my. Okay, this is fine, I guess. Let's see. Okay. I'll try. Failed. Probably a bit high level for me, though. But, I mean, at least I can get a preliminary check of this place. Welcome back. Let's see. I probably shouldn't be here. It's not. The HP totals are pretty much on the high side for sure. Hijack attempt failed. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, it's surprised. The thing that stands out to me the most of this. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Navigating via pitfalls. I guess the idea is... Okay, so the things around here are very much in the level 60 range. I have no clue what really to go with, weakness-wise. Once again, fail the coin flip. Ooh, that's rude as hell. That's like a full heal. Coin flip again. Oh god. Ow. I'll try. Okay. Yeah, I really shouldn't be here. I keep saying that, but it's just really extremely true. It's like the game definitely is pretty open in where I can go right now, but you know that whole like standard kind of like way they set up difficulty in those situations by just going, okay, you can go here, but the enemies over here are more to your level, while the enemies over here are under the assumption you have cleared the other area, the other areas before this. Sure. Come on. Keep hoping it'll go through and keep getting disappointed. Also, the whole lack of levels is making it real hard for me to negotiate with sleepers as well right now. Oh. So one of the other things is they do have, every once in a while, they throw out a kind of FOE type deal. Sometimes it's something you can fight that is kind of very much beyond, that is kind of like a difficult fight. Other times it's just you don't get caught by this, start over from this one area. Like, they definitely put a lot of thought into how to make the dungeon traversal, the dungeon parts of this dungeon crawler interesting to traverse. Okay. I am interested in poking one of them, but I'm also interested in properly exploring this place. But also, I probably needed... I found that I can probably... Well, it depends on if these switches are for like each floor or if they're like... Yeah. The other thing is that with... honestly I'm gonna use a sleeper alarm. Let's find out. What do we got here? Chimera Cup. 2500 HP. Weeks of Fire, Yomi. Okay. Strong physical attack to all enemies. Yeah, that's bad. Alright, this thing's gonna fuck me up. Winged line with tail looks like a snake. This one is a cub. I'm playing it's not a yokai, but a real biological animal. Let's see how bad this goes. Okay. Honestly, I'm probably not going on for too much longer. Started to stream a bit late, and I don't want to be staying up too late tonight, but I'm definitely going to be going a bit longer. Okay, so this isn't too bad of an enemy to face. Still absolutely terrifying in what it's capable of, but... have any high dual? I know I should have some high dualios. Yeah. Good experience. But everything here gives some good experience, so. There we go. I figured I'd start giving Sumereko some more vitality because she could really need it, and yeah, there we go. Now she's finally got up to 300 HP, which is kind of what the norm at this level is supposed to be. I have been hyper-focusing on her magic stats just a tad. Helps that intelligence factors into magic defense and negotiation success, so I don't mind that so much. And the magic has just been ratcheting up recently because intelligence also really factors into MP, and as you might be able to tell, she has more than enough MP. Plus, there's a couple of MP restorative items I have her equipped with that have effects that just let her regenerate MP. And it's just, yeah. Also, I didn't say this at all during the last dungeon, but the entire concept of a dungeon where it's just a cornfield maze, it's a very good dungeon concept. It's very much, well, not cornfield, that was sunflower maze, but it's the same concept as like a maze out of like, it's the same conceptually as a dungeon of, yeah, it's like the same as, it's same conceptually as a dungeon of corn, you know, a cornstalk maze. Awesome. But we're probably gonna need to exfiltrate from this place soon because, yeah, it's definitely wearing hard on our supplies, and I don't really have backup sleepers for a lot of the people in the party, which is something I need to address. It's something I should take care of. Yeah, we've got like a full party. We have our party slots all filled up too right now. Here's the shot. Okay. Really should be I know, it's like I keep saying I'm gonna exfiltrate, and it's like I want to go just a little bit farther into this place. It's just one of those curses of being someone who likes dungeon crawlers. You keep feeling the urge to, no, push just a little bit more, push a little more, let us get a little bit more of the map filled out. It'll definitely help me out a lot more if I do that. And it's like, yeah, it will. Excellent. Even if I can't, I can at the very least convert to item and see what they give me. Life gem bundle? It's definitely not something to, that's not something to sneeze at. Oh, bad, bad, bad. I wasn't thinking. This is bad. Oh, that's extremely bad. There we go. Yeah. Oh no, that's already gone. Okay. If that's already gone, then... Let's see. Anything I have that's kind of like a decent SP recovery item? Yeah, sure. I'll toss that on her. Oh, God. Doing too bad. Almost also have this floor mapped out. Kinda want to with the fact I've killed a couple chimeras. So I'm just gonna feed myself some of my boosters. Basically the sleeper alarm, because they don't have moon phases in this, instead functions based off of your SP bar. 2 points of SP per step. And I have an item that recovers SP that I'm sure is probably more meant for other, you know, specific scenarios, but I'm just like, you know, screw it. This is a good reason, I feel. Letting me map out this area a bit more. No, we'll hold off on going up. Sure, this works. Also, I would just really be tickled pink if I could get myself through, you know, get myself like fully done with this second floor, this dungeon. I'd be real happy with that. I feel like we're near it. We basically have the extremities mapped out. I just need to go back up to the north end and we're set. I don't know how many floors this dungeon has, though. This floor isn't particularly large. Oh, I didn't... I'll keep that in mind. For now, let's feed Keiki that. because that character being able to use that really high tier heal is bad for us. Good. $3,600. That's a good bonus. So that gives us one of this place done. One. Okay, and the emergency power holds up even for this. Although this floor is way larger than the previous floor. So that's something to keep in mind. We're also definitely coming up to like the end of the list in terms of places. Before I forget, buy up the handheld batteries because I'm needing them. No, we're good. I definitely need to probably put some thought into what I'm going to be doing in terms of... like I said, part of the problem is I feel like my party is really good as is, but they're definitely falling behind power-wise for that, but that's also an area that's like kind of pretty far ahead of me power-wise. I'm thinking of calling it here, but I kind of also want to take a look at something quick. Oh, level 83. The things do go that high. Ooh, that's also some pretty good, that's also pretty good resistance and a pretty good setup. There's a whole bunch of stuff we're missing in terms of just poking heads. So I probably will double back. It does feel kind of more proper if I double back and check out some of the other areas. But that's gonna definitely be for next time. Like I said, I started real late and I've only been live for 2 hours, but I honestly can't afford to be, I don't want to be up too late today, and I just really want to get a stream. And I'm glad I actually got one of the dungeons done. That leaves me with, there's 3 more dungeons currently available, including the Torfune, which I think, I wouldn't say I'm halfway done. That one floor we cleared was like definitely smaller than the base floor, but... And thank you for the raid, Hargan. It was good to see you. Trying to think about what to do. Problem is I'm always terrible when it comes to raids because I just am always... Yeah. It's like I should raid, but I'm always like hesitant in a lot of ways, but I don't know. I always call it. It's like I am very anti-social. It's a bad way to put it, but I'm always really bad at being social in any real regard. So it's like I generally am very I generally don't like rating someone unless I kind of know them, so it's always like, yeah, that, and it's like, no one really want to know us, like, no one really knows online that I feel comfortable with rating, so it's like, So I'm sorry to just, like, you know, cut stream, but that's probably what I'll be doing. But anyways, thank you all for coming to watch. Once again, thank you, Harkin, for the raid. I hope you'll have a wonderful week coming up, because it's either late Sunday evening or Monday for everyone now, so everyone has a great week. Goodbye, take care, and hopefully I see you all again. Later.